Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the evening. This is our main event. Our main event this evening, professional rules competition, held in the lightweight division, under 155 pounds. First fighter making his way to the cage and into the blue corner, Jakob Grzegorzek. And his opponent, making his way to the red corner, Jamie Lester. Ladies and gentlemen, your official introductions for our main event. Here's the fighter standing in the blue corner. This fighter is 30 years of age. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing at 155.5 pounds. There's a record of 1 win, 3 losses, no draws. Fighting out of Norway, Jakob Grzegorzek. And across the cage in the red corner, this fighter is 35 years of age. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighted at 155.3 pounds. Fighting out of Manchester, Jamie Lester. Now referee in charge of championship and the main event, Brad Conway. This is our main event and not championship action. That MC is not correct. Foolish man. This is the main event. Jamie Lester, local fighter. I've seen him fight a number of times before in the past. Some good skills actually, and he's really become a very composed fighter from predators under Gavin Borden's tutelage. He's up against the Norwegian fighter
Jakob Grzegorzek. It's a good controlled start from both fighters here, feeling out their opponents. Jamie just doing slightly more work here. Nobody taking any risks. And Jamie threw a shot then and used that to get into the distance and go for the clinch. Jakob just holding that position. Jamie using his head there, right in the pocket. Superb head position, really helps you control the clinch work. Jakob has managed to reverse positions. And they break off. Big shot whistled past Jakob's face. Big right hook thrown by Jamie Lester. Two nice snappy shots as well. So far, this is pretty much all Lester's work. We're yet to see anything from the Norwegian. And difficult for the judges to see anything going in his favour at this moment in time. A nice kick to the inside leg though. It's always a danger with a southpaw fighter. And take that inside leg out. And Lester returns the favour. A little exchange there. I think the Norwegian landed the better of the two shots thrown. Very little happening actually, both taking the time, spinning back fist. Luckily the Norwegian managed to get his head out of that. And those are the kind of shots that, a little bit Hail Mary, but if they find a mark they can finish a fight instantly. Lester I think just doing enough just to control this fight. I'm sure the judges will see it the same way. Leaving Jakob more work to do here. Certainly if he wants to win this round he needs to be doing something pretty impressive in the short time that's available ahead of him. It's a really composed performance by Lester as well. He landed some great shots but he's not getting carried away. He's not throwing that composure away and putting himself at risk. He's just slowly accelerating ahead. Nice kick, the Norwegian throws a great right hook there. Didn't find its mark cleanly. Nice inside leg kick again from the Norwegian. It's a close fight, but I think you'd have to give it to Lester so far. He's just been a little bit more elusive, landed a little bit more. Norwegian looks as though he could be dangerous if it was a toe-to-toe fight. And Lester's just keeping that range and using it for him. That inside kick does keep landing. Lester went to throw an outside kick himself. And a couple of punches in return for it. Great shot, very low. He's managed to get that to pay off. That could be enough in this round to really sort of seal it in his favour. Not sure how long's left on the clock, but I think that even if the round ended now, I think that would make it Jamie Lester's round. Norwegian doing a good job though, controlling Lester, not letting him posture up too much. Lester's got the arm tucked around his back. It should open him up for some ground and pound, and can also help with the pass as well. There are some nice passes. That's a 10-second marker there. So just 10 seconds left in this round. My guess is that Jamie Lester did enough with that takedown on the end to take that first round and made the judge's decision easier with it. A little bit more work now for Jakob Grzegorzek's corner. They need to come out with a slightly different plan as they come into the second round. They can't afford to do the same as they've done in the first round. theoretically Leicester could come out and do exactly the same and probably inch them points ahead. So it's been a great night so far on Budo 4. We've seen amateur and professional fights. We've not seen the big KO, unfortunately, which is something I always look forward to seeing, but we've seen some good submissions. We've seen a little bit of controversy, and we've seen some good up-and-coming fighters, some guys we'd like to see on future shows. Well, that's the rest period over. A bit of water in Jakob's corner. The referee Brad Conway sets off round 2. Leicester looking a little bit sharper now. Seems to be on his toes more. Leapt in with that shot. Jakob threw a couple back, neither found the mark. Nice kick to the outside. Norwegian up on his toes, bouncing in and out. I just think so far he hasn't thrown enough. He hasn't actually gone out and won the rounds. He needs to be busier. There's another kick in there. Leicester's distance, long-range attacks seem to be doing enough. And Jakob has got the work to do ahead of him. And those kicks are great, but they're only slowing your opponent down. They're only setting up other shots. He's got to start doing something that has got more potential to finish the fight. Likely going to finish the fight with an inside low kick. Use that to set up some punches. If he chopped it in a bit more, it could bring Leicester's guard down. It was a spinning back kick there from Jamie Leicester. Luckily, Jakob stepped in, and the kick did not find its mark. Lovely left hand then from Jamie Leicester as well. Found its mark. It was really clean. Right hand landed mostly on the guard. Spinning back kick as well. I think he needs to start setting those up. Those kicks can be effective, but if you don't get those kicks set up, then they're just not going to land it, and they need to land. A couple of front kicks. And this round looking very similar to the first round, and that Leicester just doing just enough work to keep ahead on the cards. Not seen anything from either fighter that would suggest that they could finish this fight early on. The exciting thing about MMA is that finish could happen at any time. Oh, a couple of good shots. So I've seen Jakob Grzegorzek. I haven't seen him fight before, but he has fought. He's 1 win, 3 losses. So a little bit of experience in the pro ranks with him. Jamie Leicester we have seen plenty of times before, perhaps in the amateur ranks. Failed shoot attempt from Leicester. Perhaps needs to set it up with his hands first of all. Being a little closer. So far this is just a very composed match. Each fighter just slowly edging shots in, trying not to get into danger. Some good shots come back from Jakob, but then Leicester gives him some leather back. I'd like to see one of these two fighters just taking the upper hand here and perhaps accelerating, looking to finish the fight. It goes to the scorecards right now, fairly confident. But we'll see Leicester get the decision. But I'd like to see him push ahead, look for a finish. And he manages to get the takedown there. Jakob did hold the cage there. I'm sure the referee will warn him of that when he gets an opportunity. Leicester now fighting for the takedown. I think he might be wise to give it up actually, throw a couple of shots and then come back in. Jakob Jakob doing a reasonably good job of defending the takedown here. And foot stomps. 1994 all over again. Foot stomps are interesting technique. I don't think I've ever seen a fight stopped by him, but he can certainly put your opponent off his defence or off his offence. Give you an opportunity to capitalise on his reaction to the foot stomp. And the referee breaking these fighters. Lack of action there. So I think Jakob needs to do a lot more work. If he's come all the way from Norway for a fight, so far I haven't seen him go for that fight. He needs to turn it on hard. If not, he's going to find himself on the end of a decision loss. It's not a place to be. Travel all this distance only to pick up that loss. And the second round down. Again, I'm relatively confident that I think Jamie Lester did enough in that round to pick up the points. Put him ahead 2 rounds to 1. He does look tired. He has put a lot of work in. Jamie Lester will have been through worse than this in the gym. Predator's one of the respected gyms in Manchester. And Boardman, the head coach there. Superb jiu-jitsu skills, great striking. And one of the first gyms really to adopt a professional approach to training, even for their amateur fighters. Not a lot I can tell you about Jakob Grzegorzek. Here we go, we're on the third and final round. I think that the Norwegian has a mountain to climb here. He has to go out to try and finish this fight. I think if he lets it go to the scorecards, he will be going home without that win. I think Jamie Lester can afford to carry on doing what he's doing and rely on the points. But I'm sure he won't be satisfied with that. I'm sure he'll want to get some kind of stoppage win, be it via strikes or a submission win. And I've seen him get some great submission wins in the past. Inside low kick, really found his mark. Jamie throwing a little bit harder shots now. A little bit more activity now from the Norwegian. He's got a good boxing style actually, very composed, very tight shots, nice and fluid. But I think he's just slightly out of range. I think he's better off in the pocket if he can step in, get closer. Forehead to forehead, I think he would have more success. And Jamie's doing a good job of not letting him have that range. Jamie doing a good strike and move. But again, neither fighter doing enough to really turn around and say, right, this is my fight, I'm going home with a win here. I'd like to see one of them just step it up slightly, make a real exclamation mark on this fight. Oh, Jamie found a couple of good strikes there. I think it was more of a stumble than the effect of the punch, but looked good on the highlight reel. Yeah, Jamie's doing a really good job of just engaging, throws ones and twos, gets back out of range. And so far, Jakob has not really found the answer to that problem. And that's going to leave him in a difficult position should this go to the judges' scoring cards. A couple of really good shots thrown by Jamie, found the mark. He's gone for the takedown, he's failed. Went for it again twice, he's just caught a knee to the head. The Norwegian's in a great position here, he could finish this fight from here. Slamming in some big ground and pound shots. There's a good chance that Jamie taking a little bit of time to recover from the knee to the head as well. And this is what this fight has been crying out for from round one. Norwegian keeping that top position. Grip round the belly, keeping the back. Locking his leg up and looking for the ground and pound shots. Jamie doing a good job of tying that arm up now. I think he's got to think his way out of this position. The referee just warning Jakob for an attack to the spine. It wasn't a clear shot, but it was a dangerous shot. Norwegian doing a good job of controlling his back position, but it looks as though he's slipped. No, he's managed to recover, that's good. He's leaving that elbow out. Jamie can start hunting for the submission from there. Now Jakob's got his back. This could spell disaster for Jamie. He's got to pull all the defences up, make sure he doesn't get caught in a rear naked choke or a submission from the back here. He's trying to turn his way through. He might turn and get into guard, but Norwegian's seen that coming. Holding that back position well here. He's not necessarily doing enough to finish the fight at the moment, but he's hunting for that rear naked choke. There can't be that long left on the clock. Certainly not Jamie's round now with this. May have done enough in the first two rounds to score this on the scorecards. But at the moment, he's got to make sure he gets out of this round and does not get tapped out to this rear naked choke. 10 seconds left. The Norwegian too little, too late. We go to the judges' scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, our main event this evening, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. The 3 judges this evening score this as a majority draw. A round of applause for both fighters, Jamie Lester and Jakob Grzegorzek.